This is the moment we have been waiting to see. For years, these guys have been acting like they are the kings of the jungle. They make videos, they flaunt their RPGs, they tax farmers, and just a few days ago, they were even mocking the President of the United States. But today, the tune has changed completely. The arrogance is gone, the laughter has stopped, and in its place is panic. Pure, unadulterated panic. We are getting reports from deep within the Northwest that the tough guys of the forest are currently on the run, scrambling for safety and crying out that Donald Trump wants to finish them. The headline says it all. Please leave us alone. We are going to break down exactly what is happening in the forests of Sokoto and Zamfara right now, where they are running to, which is a major danger alert for other states, and why this sudden shift from defiance to begging tells us that the war has entered a completely new phase. If you want to keep getting the real, on-the-ground updates that the mainstream media is too slow to catch, please do me a massive favor and smash that like button right now. It helps us push this video to millions of Nigerians who need to know where these criminals are heading next. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You need to be here for these updates because the map of insecurity in Nigeria is changing by the hour. Let's go back to Christmas Day, December 25th, 2025. While most of us were eating rice and chicken, the sky over Sokoto State was busy. We now have confirmation that the United States military, in coordination with the Nigerian Armed Forces, launched a series of precision airstrikes targeting terrorist enclaves in the northwest. Specifically, they hit the Lakurawa group and ISWAP elements hiding in the border communities of Tangaza and Ilele. But these weren't just your regular scare-them-away warning shots. These were Tomahawk missiles and Hellfire missiles from MQ-9 Reaper drones. The impact was devastating. Now, fast forward to today, December 28th. The dust has settled and the survivors are talking. Intelligence sources and intercepted communications are painting a picture of absolute chaos in the bandit camps. A new audio clip is circulating, and while we are still verifying the voice, it is allegedly from a mid-level commander who escaped the bombardment. In the clip, he sounds terrified. He's heard saying, "This is not what we bargained for. Trump wants to finish us. We cannot fight the sky. Please leave us alone." He goes on to warn his other brothers in the bush to abandon their camps because the white man's bird does not miss. This admission is huge. It confirms that the psychological warfare is working. For a decade, these bandits felt invincible because they could ambush Nigerian soldiers on the ground. They knew the terrain better. But you cannot ambush a drone that is flying at 50,000 feet. You cannot hide from a thermal camera that sees your body heat through the trees. The entry of the US military has removed their greatest advantage, cover. And now they are doing the only thing they can do. They are running. But this is where the news gets dangerous for the rest of Nigeria. Where are they running to? Reports are flooding in from villagers in the border towns of Niger State and Kwara State. They are seeing an influx of strange men on motorcycles, moving in small groups, looking ragged and desperate. Security analysts are warning that the terrorists are relocating from the hot zone in Sokoto and Zamfara, pushing southwards into the north-central region to escape the American drones. They are trying to blend into the forests of Kayama, Bogu, and Shiroro. This relocation is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it's a victory for the Sokoto operation. The rats are fleeing the ship. On the other hand, it means the virus is spreading. If these desperate, angry, and heavily armed men settle in Niger or Kwara, they will need food, they will need money, and that means they will start kidnapping and attacking communities in these new areas to survive. We're already seeing early warning signs. Just yesterday, there was a reported clash in a border community in Niger State where local vigilantes intercepted a group of fleeing bandits. The bandits didn't even try to fight, they just wanted to pass. They are in survival mode. The Trump factor cannot be ignored here. Donald Trump has made it clear that he views the killing of Christians in Nigeria as a genocide that he personally intends to stop. His rhetoric, "guns are blazing, hell to pay," was dismissed by many people, including the bandits themselves, as just noise. But the Christmas Day strikes have proven that he is willing to pull the trigger. The terrorists are now realizing that they are not just fighting the Nigerian army anymore. They are on the kill list of a global superpower. And let's be honest, when the US president says he wants to finish you, you don't sleep with two eyes closed. Critics, however, are raising a very valid point. Is pushing them out of Sokoto enough? If we just chase them from state A to state B, are we solving the problem or just moving it around? The governor of Kwara State and the governor of Niger State need to be on high alert right now. They need to be mobilizing their community policing structures to intercept these fleeing groups before they can set up new camps. We cannot afford to let them establish a new Sambisa in the North Central. There's also the humanitarian angle. In their panic, these terrorists are using human shields. We have reports that as they flee, they are dragging their high-value hostages with them. They know that the Americans are hesitant to bomb a convoy if they see innocent civilians. This coward tactics is what makes the situation so delicate. The US and Nigerian forces have to be surgical. One wrong strike that kills a group of abducted schoolchildren could turn the public opinion against the entire operation. But let's focus on that quote again. Please leave us alone. It is ironic, isn't it? These are the same men who have terrorized innocent farmers for years, who have made orphans of children, who have burned whole villages. They never left the poor villagers alone. They never listened when mothers begged for their children. But now that the fire is raining on their heads, they are begging to be left alone. It really shows you that bullies are only tough when they are winning. So, what happens next? The US Defense Secretary has already tweeted, "More to come." This implies that Sokoto was just the beginning. We might see strikes in Katsina, in Kaduna, and yes, even in Niger State if the intelligence confirms that the high-value targets have moved there. The objective seems to be total decapitation of the leadership. They want Turji, they want the Lakurawa leaders, they want the ISWAP commanders, and until those heads are taken, the drones will keep flying. I want to ask you, the viewer, do you feel sorry for them now that they are begging? Or do you say, no mercy? Do you think the government should accept their surrender if they come out with their hands up? Or should they finish the job? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I know what my answer is, but I want to hear yours. This is a developing story. We are monitoring the movement of these fleeing groups hour by hour. If you live in Niger, Kwara, or the southern parts of Kaduna, please be extra vigilant. Report any strange movements to the authorities. The wounded beast is dangerous. If you found this breakdown helpful, please smash that like button. It really supports the channel. And if you are not part of the family yet, click that subscribe button. We are going to be here tracking every move, every strike, and every development as this war against terror finally heats up. Stay safe, stay alert, and remember, the game has changed.